Okay, let us draw some ellipse. Okay, so there's the ellipse after the polygon or the rectangle tool here. Okay, you'll notice the ellipse, so I'll just type in center. Okay, so specify center of ellipse. Okay, I'll just click anywhere here in the drawing area. Let's say here. Okay, then specify endpoint of axis. So let's say endpoint. Okay, I'll assume here. I'll just click here, and then specify distance to the other axis. So this one, okay, or this one. Okay, I'll just click here. Okay, so I'll just repeat that process. Enter. Okay, there are three types of ellipses here. So these are the ellipse, and this is simply the elliptical arc. So I'll just again select the center. So specify first point. Move your crosshair. Let's say this is 500. Enter or tab. Let's say the angle is 0. Okay, enter. And then for the next point, let's say this is 200 and 200. Okay, enter. Okay, so if you want to draw it again, specify center, you provide the value, let's say 200, and then tab angle, let's say 0, and then enter. And then for this one, let's say 600, enter. Okay, so you may want to practice drawing the center ellipse. Okay, if you hover your mouse or mouse pointer here, okay, you'll have a tip on how to create that center ellipse tool. Okay, same goes axis end. Okay, so I'll just select the axis end. Okay, specify axis endpoint. Axis endpoint. So let's say endpoint, and then the other endpoint. Specify the other endpoint. You'll notice here. Okay, and then you provide the distance of the other axis. Okay, so let's say here. So I'll just repeat the process. Axis end. So first endpoint, second endpoint, let's say 500, angle tab 0. Okay, enter. And then let us provide the other end axis. Okay, we wanted we have it 800. Let's say enter. Okay, so let's say width. So specify the endpoint, and then 1000, and then the angle is 45 degrees. Enter. And then I'll just have it 1200. Enter. Okay, so you can practice using this one. How about the elliptical arc? So for the elliptical arc, okay, so specify axis endpoint, other endpoint, and then you provide the value here, and then you specify the starting point of the angle rotation. Let's say here, click here. Then if you want to rotate, okay, you can have it here. Okay, so I'll just repeat the process. Elliptical arc. Okay, first point is the end point. Okay, and then end point, then the axis here, and then you provide the starting point of the angle of rotation. So let's say this point, then you can rotate here. How about the other way around? So you can press the control key. Okay, oops, this is not the arc, so it's just an elliptical arc. So once you specify the first point, angle of rotation is counterclockwise, okay, direction. Okay,